I don't have you. I know that. Not bad. I know you was talking to him about checking shit out, but what do you do, man? What's your job, bro? What do you do? I knew you. Yeah, one of my buddies,
You
man.
trying to make that shit sound big.
We in Knoxville. We in like Oak Ridge, you know Oak Ridge, where they built the bomb and shit. Hey, listen, you know, he made that shit. You can make that shit up on his own.
At State Farm Stadium.
It sound like you made that shit up. You like, and you fresh. You like,
yeah, that shit got too many words going on in it.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do that.
I know, yeah, I know you are. You making that cheese too. I'm proud of you, man. What I'm saying, one of my buddies, he does cyber shit from fucking Oak Ridge and shit. He makes like $100 grand a year. This man makes bank, you know what I mean? Sitting in his own house, making. He's in the military. He was in Air National Guard and shit, but he's been there for a little. He's gonna make the bank.
Play action here on first down, being chased out left. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him first down. So
I'm telling you, this is the team to watch right here. This is my team right here. I built these boys.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. On second and inches.
Yeah, I got to download it. Oh, shit, I fucked that up. That's my fault, man. I was trying to be fancy. Fuck. I'm going to get that back. My defense is stupid on this young.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school.
Oh, nah, let me go ahead and shut him down fast.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we
I love this team right here
in this
first my best team.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
I think they said they patched a little bit of that stretch run up. It feel like it. I am.
For the first time with Mark Ingram. About 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
Pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki. his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know for us it's fun. See him coming into the league, and we're good training camps. You see him working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. And this,
looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Pick 6.
Score, touchdown.
Let's get it.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Murray again, 2nd and 10. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Oh,
and
come
almost
on.
picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Hey, 0-0-0. Yo.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, this touchdown. You just gotta get out there and go.
On second down, Elliott.
Don't go with him. Hold this block.
He's going to be brought down.
Make him
on what will
move.
be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
On first down, Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The
I got
disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing
Batter
of
ran.
offense and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on second down.
2 on the corner, bro. He was about to run 1 on me.
Defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I mean, Zeke.
Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
Oh, they did.
He's going to get it.
Come on, you getting beat.
Push his way forward.
Kill. Come on.
3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's what I need. Get in there and get him.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Going back over there. They outnumbered. Come on. Oh my God! They let this man shoot through there that fast.
Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram.
Come on,
That's
man.
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Murray cannot get away.
Tag, sack.
Down to the end zone for 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
I forgot who the fuck I was playing.
Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slapped.
Throw the ball, Russ.
Cardinals bring him down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Wilson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you did say it coming out tonight. Nah, I gotta look at that jump.
On third down, Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Damn, I would have
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I
Oh,
don't think
Mike.
you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play that? Nowhere to escape.
Tag McKinley.
McKinley. Make that
He got hot.
sacks for him.
He glowing.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there.
Here you go.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And that's what you want to do with your timeouts. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
There you go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Lasagna.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Check 15, check 15.
And the third quarter starts.
That mother coming out that edge fast.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
Snagging all in my end jump, man. Here you go. Here you go now. Oh, pick.
Yeah, incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rate.
Oh, they stopped me and did that gay behind animation. Come on, man.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play.
In his other league,
and facing a second and long. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket.
No, but man, come on, man. Offensive lineman.
And he'll be taken down.
He threw it down 10 yards, 10, 15 yards downfield to an offensive lineman. He caught it.
In a
first down.
20.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's okay.
First down, Murray.
Pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Amen.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Let's go away from old what's his name over there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He said they gave it to you.
Throwing out Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Man, I messed that
Justin
up.
Evans, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. He's taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Man, that's my fault, man. Damn, I ain't think about that mother till he damn threw.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There you go.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he's going to go down again. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Trying to run the time, man.
Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that
rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Murray trying again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start back.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth
Oh,
time
he supposed to
today.
take away from him.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Wait, boy.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Mike 58, right there. I got him.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And shutting him off. Now open field. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mike, choose for 59. We ain't giving up nothing today. Undercrush.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Pick up the ball. Mike's 43.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Wow.
Vernon Hargraves with a pick. They'll get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Switch gears.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you've got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. The open man here, Renfro. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone.
So I can watch this doggone
He's
game
able to get it
tonight.
across the 20, but not by much as he's
Go Seattle.
at the 21-yard line.
Seattle,
Ready to go
Washington.
with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important.
Ain't gonna get it
To
to him.
escape, and he goes down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine
Lock up.
form. The defense
Lock up,
threw the
see.
shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,
Oh my God, those stats.
and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
I'll let y'all boys when I get back on.